this is Carolyn with Carolyn's Paper Therapy. Today I wanted to share my musical gifts journal that I've just completed. As usual, it's gotten pretty fat and is filled with beautiful pockets and pictures and ephemera that I look forward to sharing with you. The main artwork, the larger pictures and some of the pages came from a digital kit called the Musician's Parlor, put out by Kelly's Crafts, and I ordered it off of Etsy. You'll see a lot of other ephemera throughout the journal that just come from here and there. I always save bits and pieces, gather freebies or anything that relates and use it in the journal also. So I can't really answer where everything came from, but these beautiful background pictures came from Kelly's Crafts. The cover features some, I went to an auction one time and bought a whole great big box of music. I can never resist music, but most of it I will never play. So I dug through that box the other day and got out a book that I felt okay about tearing apart. So you'll see this music throughout this journal as background and then accent ephemera. I attached a pretty tassel and key up here in the corner and reinforced the hole there so that it wouldn't pull out. This journal is basically made from cardstock folded in half and actual paper folded in half to make the book, and then I glued on the other art. I ended up reinforcing the edge with this brown tape because this is sewn together and I was afraid it might start to pull out. So I hope that holds. So there's the cover with some antique lace, old music, beautiful lady enjoying her music. The inside front cover features a flap that I've put in there. The back side is blank for journaling. And this ribbon came off of a gift that someone gave me. The box was wrapped with this ribbon. Never throw anything away like that because it's a beautiful ribbon. And the dark burgundy just brought out all the other muted colors. Here's that music again. This flips back down, but I'm gonna leave it up for now and show you this bottom part is a pocket made out of cardstock with a decoration of some pearls and lace and cheesecloth and a couple of tags for writing. And then another pocket here. I thought this was a really pretty pocket with this nice little lady playing the piano inside. A lot of these pages are fully decorated, so I have plenty of pockets with areas to write. This is a frame I ordered from Tim Holtz, and I used one of these little pictures from my ephemera to put this girl inside the frame. Tied a little bow, accented with lace. This is an envelope that was from another kit that I had. I think it was from some Stamperia papers. And of course these things come from various designers. Instead of using it as an envelope, I decided to make it a flip, and it flips up like this and reveals this beautiful envelope and this beautiful round rose photograph. And inside the envelope is some pretty journal cards and some of that music folded up, torn on the edges, inked and folded and put inside there. This is the back side of a paper clip that I decorated on the other side to help hold some things that were tucked in a corner pocket. I'll show you. When I turned the page, everything tended to fall out. So I made this paper clip sideways, just folded cardstock in thirds, made a little pocket on the front for this little girl. And this holds these items that are in this pocket in place when you open the book up. So pretty. This page has some antique lace at the top, lady playing the piano. And this is just a little envelope I made out of one of the pieces of ephemera, mounted on some of that music. I love it when it's ripped like that and inked. It just gives such a beautiful look. Some cheesecloth and another picture of a man playing the piano with the lady listening. And this unties, it's glued on there, and it unties to reveal just a little envelope with this pretty picture inside. This next page is interesting. I used a lace, digital lace print for the background. I love this. And all of these are all different designers. So I'm not going to name them all, but you may recognize some of them. This says, "Friendship isn't a big thing, it's a million little things." And when I glued this music on with the viola here, I glued down this bottom part and left a pocket at the top to tuck a couple of these pretty journal cards in. This is a pocket here at the top with a girl playing the oboe. This is antique lace here at the bottom. And I've just, with a pear clip, I've just put a little tag and some charms with a musical instrument and a bird and some pearls on it. This book is put together with each set of pages slightly smaller than the other so that when it closed they don't stick out. This one I used the digital kit actual size to put in there, and I love her face. She is so happy. And it opens up to show a page here for writing and just a little side pocket. I've used this idea before where I make this is made out of a 12 by 12 sheet of paper and folded to make a whole bunch of pockets. And I have mounted it in the inside. This is the center of the book. It's stitched together, bound together with this string. On the front, I used a corner pocket, and I made another one of these clips, side-mounted clips, so these pieces of journal cards would stay put. And then I made a little pocket out of this, and this I cut out with my new Cricut machine that my daughter got me for Christmas, and it just opens up and has a little place for a note inside, and I just use that to tuck in that pocket on the paper clip. This is a cameo that my mother gave me from her ornament making days. This centerpiece only is fastened right in the middle, so I used tape to keep it from wobbling and pulling loose. And this has a pocket on each end where I've put postcards. And then there's a pocket on each side. And in these pockets, I used something I had made before. This is just a little pocket that you make from leftover scraps of your cardstock, folded up, and the little sides glued back to make a pocket. You decorate here, and then you just can make a lot of these and have them handy for when you want to tuck them in a spot. And so that's what I pulled this from that, and so it's a pocket within a pocket. I did the same thing over here. This is another one I had made. And I just tucked her inside and put it in the pocket. These flowers here are cut out using my Cricut. You could also use a die cut machine if you have a die for flowers. And this is a sweet little pocket over here with just a tiny bit of music in it. As I said, this is the center of the book. I've done this before in another journal where I used this 12 by 12 sheet of paper folded to make the center. On the back side, I made a pocket out of an old postcard and put some journal cards inside. This page is nice for just writing. I printed it out, but it's a coffee stained, tea stained paper. And I made another little side pocket. This is a print of kind of a ledger page, and I just decorated it with this lady. This is another page from Kelly's Crafts. This card came in as a thank you card when I ordered something off of Etsy, so I thought that was pretty and used it. And I just, this is backed up with the music, but you can't see it anymore, but it's got some ribbon behind it, and then these were glued on. This page is made from a junk mail window envelope, and again, this is something else where I had a lot of these and had some ideas and just made up a bunch of them with paper that was around. So you just take the window envelope, cut the top off to make a pocket, and then trim around it with however you want to do the paper and stickers and lace and all. And I even lined the inside so it has this pretty red inside. And that just fit perfect on that page, so it came in handy to finish a page with. This is just another beautiful page with from that digital kit that I bought. This came from that too. Oh, and I used my decorative corner punch to punch out the corners on this. Those are so pretty. This page is, some of these pages were actual just paper, and so I made sure that on those I put cardstock on there to make them nice and firm. And this is from that digital kit, and I made a pocket out of it, and then I used this pocket and made another pocket inside. So there's all kinds of places to write, even though the page is covered with decorative artwork. This is the last page, and I kind of made a collage out of things that were just still on my desk to back this page. And with this, again, I glued down this top part, left the bottom open to make a side pocket, so these items could be placed in there for journaling. This is that pretty ribbon that's seam binding, that's hand dyed and wrinkled up. And on the back, I left the back plain, and of course this is where I had to reinforce it with that tape, but I think that was probably a wise thing to do. And I made a side pocket here. Instead of signing it on the back, I made a side pocket. Put another one of my little envelopes in there with a note tucked inside that says, "Made with love, Carolyn." These musical journals that I'm making, I've got another one or two to make, will be given as gifts to my friends. So there it is, Musical Gifts Journal. You know, God gives all of us different gifts. Some have the gift of music, some have the gift of writing, painting, singing, baking. Whatever your God-given gifts are, I hope that you will find a way to use them and bless the lives of others with the gifts that God gave you. So remember, every day's a gift. There's joy to be found in every single day, and when you find the joy, be sure to go out and share it with those you meet. And until next time, I'll see you soon.